guys, it's G. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing answer and react to your assumptions. And I've seen this going around on YouTube so much. Loads of people have been doing it, and I always love assumptions videos. Summer is like the noisiest time of year. I actually hate it. Someone ragging around on a motorbike but they're going back into. I honestly love assumptions videos. I think they are one of like the juiciest videos, the funny, they're just interesting. So I thought I would answer some of your assumptions over on Instagram. I've been trying to collect a few over a few weeks just so I could get like a good, like some juicy ones and things like that. So I've done this a few times and a few pop questions have been popping up and stuff. So yeah, I thought I would do the classic assumptions video. But before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell. Please do that, otherwise you literally won't see my video and YouTube just doesn't like me. We all know that. It would really help a girl out if you could hit the notification bell. That will just tell you when my video is uploaded. That is all it's going to do twice a week. It's not even going to be a spam, so definitely do that. And if you want to follow me on my social medias, I've got Instagram and TikTok. I do love TikTok. I am trying to get into it a bit more. I'm thinking of maybe doing a video on it as well, so definitely head over to my TikTok for more weird and wonderful stuff. And yeah, that is kind of my own little plug section, which we all know I hate doing. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get on into the video. Alright, so I've got quite a few here. Also, how cute is my phone? I actually got it from a website called Broken Bougie. Honestly, it's such a wicked website. It's got really nice, like, designer cases. I've got a few Balenciaga ones. I've actually got this Fendi one here. I've got my Dior case, which I actually used in my previous videos, but it's actually filthy because of the material of it. But how cute is he? He's cute. I love him. Now, the first one is, you're too nice and people take advantage of you. And then she's put, people pleaser. So yeah, I will admit, I've learned over the years that I am such a people pleaser and I hate it. But I don't know, it's hard because I will literally do anything to make people happy. I will say yes even if I don't want to do something. I will say yes because I don't want to offend that person, or I don't know, I'll just do everything to make people happy. I will help people out even though it's probably not going to benefit me, or I'll help people out even if they're doing it in a really bad intention. I'm really bad because I will let people take advantage of me, whether that's to do with social media, like what I'm doing. People can have taken advantage of me and my situation with social media, which is so sad, but I will like admit it's just hard. Like I'm definitely a people pleaser. I will do anything to make people happy, or I'll do anything just to make people's lives easier. And if it helps someone out, I will. But actually, in the long term, people probably just use me for their own benefit instead of actually being nice to me as a genuine thing. So yeah, I'm definitely a people pleaser. And it's something that I wouldn't change because I guess that's just a nice trait, but it also can get me in. But yeah, it's actually more damaging for me than it is to other people, so it's a bit of a tricky one, but I wouldn't change it. Oh, so you feel the pressure to be the perfect influencer and always show the good. Right, so this one, I always feel the pressure of being the perfect influencer, even when it comes down to like photos on Instagram. I'll compare my photos on someone else and I'm like, I'm not an influencer, like I don't act like one, I'm a failure. Like I do it all the time and I'm so bad, and I hate that part of myself because I'm constantly like, I think because I'm in the bubble I do feel a lot of pressure, and I feel like I'm definitely like not good enough for the influencer world, and maybe I should take my pictures like that on a white sheet in the garden because obviously that's what everyone's doing at the minute, and I feel like I have to do that to kind of get the likes and the love, which is really weird, but it's so true. Like Instagram does push certain content, and I will admit I think everyone knows Instagram do like not favour people, but it kind of favours people where it kind of hides people that, you know, are, I don't know, it's so annoying, and I definitely feel so much pressure on being this influencer. But then again, part of me is like, well, no, I shouldn't, because I'm my own person. I should do whatever content I want to do, not feel the pressure to do like the challenges and be on trend, because that it isn't always me. Some of it is, some of it isn't, most of it isn't. I prefer like vlogs in real life and things you can relate to, instead of being like this perfect Instagram, because I'm not. And even though it is appealing, to me it's quite hard as well, and I don't really, it's hard, because I'll take a picture and I like it, but I'll be like, it's not influencer enough, if you get what I mean, which is so bad. And obviously I don't want to be like that, but I do, because that is my job, and I've got to have this perfect Instagram and perfect YouTube and have this almost like give off this perfect life, which isn't me at all. Like, I've not got anything like that. Like, it's not, you guys know I've not got this perfect life at all. There is a lot of pressure. And also as well, I know some influencers do really show like their bad days or whatever, but I also don't like doing that myself, because if I showed you the bad, I'd feel really guilty that I'm putting like that negativity on my social media to make you guys feel bad. Or I honestly hate people feeling sorry for me as well. Like, say if I'm having a really bad day in pain, I would never ever show that. So that's why you guys probably would never see any of that side of me, because you only see the good and not the bad. But that's just my personal decision. I don't think it is necessary for me to go like, today guys, I'm not feeling well. It just doesn't sit well with me, and I feel like it could come across as if I am either seeking for attention or moaning, but I'm not. And I just, it really doesn't sit well with me. But I feel like I do show a lot of like the positivity, but on like, I don't post every day on my Instagram story. I am very chill, and I am like trying to be as much as you can being an influencer. I do try and just show the normal side of me, and I feel like I do that pretty well. Like, on my YouTube isn't perfect. I don't have an incredible background, but I don't want to seem like an influencer. I just want to be seen as someone on the internet who is like your best friend. That's kind of my vibe that I try and give off. So feeling the pressure of being like the perfect influencer and all that on social media is something I think of on a regular. It is a very regular thing. I always feel bad. I always compare myself, which is so bad, but it is something I do, and it is part of like the job. You've kind of got to have this influencer look to you to even have the really good likes and really good views and have this good like social media high. And it's so sad, and I wish it was never like that, but it is true. You've got to look like an influencer to be able to, I don't know, be perfect, I guess, and fit in with the word. Oh, this one is, you chat to a lot of boys behind the scenes, but you don't speak about it. Now this one, I mean, I'll be real to you, I really don't. Like, I really, really, really don't. Like, I am not the kind of girl that will go and speak to like 5 lads on the go. Like, personally, that isn't for me, and obviously I'm not shading anyone who does it. I've had friends who have done that, but personally, I don't really agree with it. I don't think it's fair. I would maybe speak to one person and keep speaking to that person instead of having 5 on the go and picking, because I just think it's a bit, I don't know, I think it's really unfair and I don't really like it. But we all have different, opinions on that. I think it's a bit different. But no, I don't actually speak to a lot of boys, which is just my life anyway. But I just don't, honestly. I don't really speak to anyone who I don't know. But it's a bit of a boring situation. But I really, really don't like dating boys. It's just like a flat. You get bored of YouTube. Oh my goodness. Now, I will admit, for this one, it is kind of true. At the minute, I feel like it's a love-hate relationship with YouTube. I hate it and I love it. I love uploading content, and I feel really inspired, and I don't know, I just love having a platform. It's incredible. But I do have a proper love-hate relationship with the whole YouTube world. I think the whole algorithm is awful. Like, again, if you're not like on it's something called Google Preferred, which is so savage, but it's actually called that. So it's a platform that if you're on that, your videos go on trending, your videos getting recommended, your videos do amazing, and it's basically you picked to be on Google Preferred, and people like me would never be on Google Preferred because, I don't want to say this without offending anyone, but you know what I mean, like I feel like people probably tell the difference between my videos and other people's YouTube videos, if you get what I mean. Like mine's a bit more chilled, a lot of other people's are like challenges, trends, all that, and because my videos aren't that, my videos just don't get pushed, and it really does, like, it makes me feel really sad because I put a lot of editing effort into my videos, and I'd film on the days that I could actually feel the crappiest and be in so much pain, yet my videos would never get pushed, even though it could be on like a video that's similar to someone else's, it still won't be pushed because I'm not on that like that line and stuff. So yeah, it's a bit weird, and I feel like as well, YouTube definitely is a harder platform to work on. Instagram is easier because if you think about it, the way you earn money is through sponsorships, which is much better, and I do prefer that because it's much, like, you can be a bit more creative. You don't have to, film for like 20 minutes. I mean, I can film for like an hour or two at a time, so it's a bit deflating when you realise that you put so much effort into a video and it just doesn't get seen by anyone because it doesn't, like, it's almost like it gets shadow banned, which is really weird. So yeah, I definitely have a love-hate relationship, and yeah, I'm at that stage at the minute. I'm just like, oh. And I also think as well, in terms of like content, there's only so much content that you can do, and there becomes a time where you feel like you're on a little hamster wheel of like, what else can I do without it feeling repetitive and things like that. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one, YouTube. It's not different every time. It can be very repetitive as well, and obviously a lot of things go on behind the scenes, and some videos get flagged, and yeah, it's like YouTube's a really weird platform, and I'm probably going to get demonetized. Knowing my lot, I'm probably going to get cursed by YouTube because I've said this, but it's true. Like, I think YouTube is such an unfair platform, and like, yeah. Oh, someone said you will go back blonde. No, like, in terms of currently and like maybe for this year, I really don't want to go back blonde again. I love, like, certain people really suit it. Like, my mum suits blonde, and a lot of other people suit blonde, but I think for me personally, I love my dark hair. I know that I do still annoyingly get comments going,
go back blonde, dye your hair back blonde. We should go back blonde. Like,
just because I looked younger, I think that's why people say it as well. They don't like, even though I'm 21, they don't like me looking older, and I think me dyeing my hair, obviously black, I love it, it's my favourite. It's the best it's ever looked, it's the healthiest. I think people forget that my hair wasn't that healthy before. My hair is so shiny and healthy and just so soft and thick. It's incredible, like, it is so much better now I've gone darker. It just looks nicer as well, and I think with my blonde, it was nice, but I was having to keep bleaching it, and I hate how when you're blonde as well, you have to keep on top of the purple shampoo, and it's so annoying. Like, you can't keep the silvery shine to it or whatever. So that's why it would take me a lot to go back blonde again. Don't think I will, because I do really like my dark hair, and it does make me look a lot more like my age as well, instead of looking probably about 4 and a fetus. Definitely won't be going back to my fetus days anytime soon. Oh, there's another so I've got another juicy one, and this is, you think the industry is hard to keep up and can be really fake. Oh god, this is so juicy. This is very similar to the other one, meaning like how being perfect and stuff like that, but I definitely agree, like, the industry is such a hard industry to keep up. Like, it's constantly changing, trends are constantly coming in. It's your choice whether you do that trend. It's your choice whether to go another way and maybe risk losing maybe the views and the money, but you're also doing it your way instead of keeping others happy. I actually find it really, really hard to keep up, and I do find it quite exhausting as well, because I'm like, I can do certain things and I'm like, why is this not working? Or why are my subscribers not seeing my videos? Yet I'm trying or doing this, and it can be very hard to keep up of. And these things that are trending you might not want to do, but yeah, them things are trending. So it's like, you've got to pick whether you want the money and views or you want to just do your own content. And obviously, literally for me, I try and go and just do whatever I want to do instead of following everyone else. But it's a really tricky one as well. I will admit, I do find the industry quite, like, fake, but that doesn't really matter anyway, because I guess for any kind of company and business or whatever, you are going to get people who are faking it. I can definitely see the fakeness in the influencer world, because it's funny because a lot of brands can be quite fake as well when they first contact you. A lot of events as well can be just for show, and I think it's a very different world to what I live in at home. Like, you know, I just live in a little town and I love it, and I love just normal life. But then when I go to London, it's like a different world. Like, you know, everything's so much more like posher, and everything's for like effect and photos and film and the reaction, and yeah, it's a bit like, it can look a bit extra online as well. If I was a follower looking at someone's, I would be like, what is this? Like, I would be so confused, and it can be really fake. You know, people can be fake obviously because of YouTube. They can definitely have a different like side to them, they've got that personality to get the views and to get the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, if I just speak like this, it's obviously, I mean, it's just me, I can't change. I'm definitely not going to be putting on no voice to sound more like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, like really loud. I don't do all that. So there is obviously the heightened side, the entertainment. There's two sides to it. There's like the fakeness, whether it is fake, or there's the doing it for like, obviously, the entertainment side as well. It's so hard, but I feel like every company, every business does have that, you know, that circle of fakeness that is in this industry, which I think everyone knows. Obviously, I do feel like I'm in my own little bubble with it as well, because I don't relate to anyone on Instagram, which I think personally is a lot of the pictures and stuff on Instagram and social media can be quite fake. TikTok I really like because you see more of the real side of people, apart from like certain ones, but I prefer just funny ones and maybe like certain lip syncing. But and also in terms of like Instagram pictures as well, a lot of it is fake. Like a lot of pictures can be quite set up, which I think I've tried to do years ago, but I literally don't do it now. Like the other day I took a picture just on the sun lounger, which I feel like anyone does. Like if you're not an influencer, anyone just sits outside and takes a picture. I did that the other day and I was instantly like, oh, it's not influencer enough. Yeah, actually it's more relatable. I prefer that. But yeah, certain pictures, like if, oh no, my nail fell off. Certain pictures and stuff, you will notice that a lot of things set up and are very fake. Like when people literally pose with certain things and the way things are and how they are and how they're dressed, it's like that's definitely, that side of it is very fake, which I mean, you are going to get it and it is normal, but I genuinely don't like it, especially with certain audiences as well. I'd feel like I'd have to, I don't know, I'd make sure that my audience isn't young, because I don't want to impact them and make them think that's a reality, because it's not, if you get what I'm saying. So the next one is, you have a small circle of friends. That, my friends, is very, my friends, that is so true. I had like a few more friends when I was in high school. Obviously, I feel like you always kind of drift away from people when you're in high school and stuff. I did have a lot more friends the beginning of like high school and stuff, and then I think now with what I'm doing, especially, a handful of people. I've got like friends, but I've not got really close friends. I've literally got like 2 close friends, maybe, not even that. I love the fact that I've not got many friends. Like, I prefer not having loads of different people. For me, in this job, it's so hard to find real friends as well. Or there's just the side of it where people literally don't like you because you've got the name of influencer, which I know I've definitely lost people because they've seen what I do, and it's sad because people don't believe in you, or people don't like get it, and people just don't see the whole world and what you do and how much effort you put in it. So I definitely have lost a lot of friends, and that is literally due to either people not supporting me, not really getting involved and being proud of how much effort you've done in, you know, I've put a lot of effort into my YouTube and where I've got today and really struggled and things like that. And yet then people who I know see things, then friends who I know have seen what I've gone through and stuff, haven't popped up to say how I am, or, you know, like, it's sad. I've literally had like 2 people pop up, say how are you and stuff like that. So that's when you know if they're true friends or not, because obviously if they see you at an all low, if they're not prepared to support you through your good times, they're definitely not going to be there through your worst. So I've lost, or not lost, but I've had to drop a few friends because of this reason. But yeah, I've got like my very, very close friends. I've got Kian, which I'm pretty sure you guys know who Kian is. Love him to pieces. And yeah, I prefer just having a small, very small, close group of friends that like I see now and then, but even though I don't show it on camera, I do see them. And obviously I talk to them on Snapchat and stuff and text. So yeah, I do have a very tiny group of friends, but I love that and I wouldn't change that. You will never cut your hair shorter than it is now. Oh my god, so I've actually got quite a few questions about cutting my hair, because I obviously cut my hair back in Feb, I think. Was it Feb? I think it was Feb or something like that. So I cut my hair back in Feb and it was like literally 7 inches. So my hair was literally down to my bum, and I had like half of it cut off. Well, half of my back basically cut off, literally gone. And I loved it. Like obviously it's still a length now. It's probably going a bit longer because obviously it's been locked down. I've not been able to go to hairdressers, but I never thought I would say this, but I actually really want to go a lot shorter. I'm thinking of cutting it to like maybe like there. I don't know. I'm a bit scared, but I think it would look really cute. Maybe cutting a good few inches off it again. I really like the long, like not shoulder length, but kind of to the top of your boobs. That's how I'm feeling. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. But if I don't like it, I can grow it back, so it's not a big deal. I've had a load of people like ask me about me cutting my hair really short. They want to see what it looks like. So I think as soon as lockdown's over, I'm going to get my roots done and cut my hair shorter. And to be fair, I think it would look really nice, and especially since I don't really put my hair up anymore. Like I wear it in the bun and that's it. So as long as I can put my hair up in a bun, it's fine. I wear my hair down so much more, so I think it would work out really nicely when it's like shorter. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try and go shorter now I've got obviously darker hair, because years ago I did go really, really short when I was blonde, which it looks cute on me, but I think now I've got like black hair, a blunt cut would look so bomb. And I spoke to Jess the other day actually, and she was like, we're going to do it. We're going to do it as soon as lockdown's over. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll vlog it. But yeah, I am actually thinking of going shorter, which I'm actually excited about. This one's so cute. No way. So this is a really fun fact. So currently I've been doing the Super Drag campaign, which is Faces of the Future, and the girl who's actually entered, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but one of the lovely girls who actually entered the campaign thing, I've actually like answered one of my assumptions, which is really cute, and she put, you're quite easy to talk to and you're relatable. Thank you. Yes, like I don't want to sound really big-headed, but I will admit, I like ask anyone who knows me, I'm very easy to talk to. I will chat to anyone. I wasn't years ago, like actually would never do that, but I am very easy to talk to. I will chat about anything. I'm very open, a bit too open once I know you, and also relatable. Like I will admit, I really am. Like I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't make my life look like, you know, look at me. I literally, like I've said it in the Blogosphere magazine, I've probably got like, apart from my little random London trips, I've probably got the same life as everybody else watching. Like, pretty standard, love being at home with my dog, I'm very easily pleased. You know, like, you could buy me a chocolate bar, best present, you know what I mean? Like, I don't expect a lot of things, but yeah, I hope to think I'm relatable, and I hope you guys do think so too as well, because I know that, like, I always make sure that does come across, because I really am. Like, I would never want anyone to think I'm, you know, a typical influencer and fake, because trust me, that is not what I want to be. You would love to have your own fashion line. Now, this has been a dream of mine since I was really, really young. And I mean, like, when I was in school, I've always dreamt of having, like, my own fashion range or line, a collab, like, you know, GX, or not G, but, you know, brand X, G, like, literally pretty little thing with Sky. You know what? Even any, like either a fashion line or an underwear line, I would love to collab and do underwear. I think I've said this in past and previous videos, but having an underwear line I think would kind of change things, I think, in the industry. I've never seen anyone have a collab with an underwear brand who is, you know, diverse and different, and I think that would be a really cool idea. I'd love to do an underwear line or a fashion brand. Again, I've never seen it. No one ever who has been diverse has had their own like collab with a big fashion brand. So I would love, like, that would be one of my all-time lifelong dreams, is to have my own like fashion line or collab and underwear. That would be an absolute dream. I would have so much. I would make it so everyone can get it as well. I would have like unisex and normal and girly. I would literally have so much fun, and I have always been inspired by shops, and even though I can't buy a lot of things, I have like an eye for normal clothes, if you get me. So I love looking at like the mannequins and stuff, and even though I can't necessarily wear everything, I know what looks good, and I know it sounds really weird, but I would have so much fun making a line, not for me, just for everyone else. So yeah, that would be an absolute dream. Someone put, "You don't take no shit." I literally love that one. Last year, even though it was an awful year, you know, it's really tough for me. I did find it really hard. I will say that the crap that happened last year, I think that helped me become more like, I don't know, resistant from it, and actually it's made my standards go up higher in the industry and not take and gotta know your own self-worth and take no. That is exactly what I try and do. That is something that I'm still like learning towards, and you know, be very strong in this industry, because it's not easy. You're a little bit shy. Now, I wouldn't really say I'm shy, but then I kind of would. Like, to be fair, like 90% of the time I'm not, but I can be. Like, even though no one really sees it, I think I can. With certain people and certain situations, I actually can be quite shy. Something that I haven't shared. I don't think anyone really knows that, but I can be. Even though most of the time I am very, like, you know, chatty and outgoing. I'm not overly like confident, but I am very like chatty and open and chill. I'd say I'm just very like laid back and chill as sweet 21, but yeah, I also can be a little bit shy. Yeah, just a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna end on this one, and this one is, you want more dogs in the future. Now, this assumption was so cute, and I was like, yes, I've got to answer this. Dogs are just literally my life. They are my favourite animals over cats. I just love dogs, and yeah, I definitely want to get another French bulldog in the future. I would love to get, you know, another friend for Rue. She is such a friendly dog. She loves other dogs. She loves other humans. She is the most lovable creature ever, and I would love to basically get her another sister or something, like another French bulldog that they can be, you know, sisters from another mister kind of thing. And I'd love that. She would love it, I know she would, because she is that type of dog that you could get another French bulldog and she'd accept them straight away. She loves any dog, like any breed of dog. She just wants to play and be with them all the time. So I think it will definitely be something that I'll be doing in the future. I'm just looking for the right time. I am hoping in the future to adopt. So I'm actually part of like Floof, which I think you guys know about it. It's a Frenchie rescue charity, and I would absolutely love to maybe find, you know, the perfect one on there. Obviously, I am thinking of getting one that's similar age to Rue as well. But yeah, you never know. Maybe in the future I'll be adopting one. Honestly, adopting is something that I'm really, really interested in. I would love to give another Frenchie a lovely home. Obviously, I've not got a time in mind. It literally could be, you know, next year, next month. When we do find another little girl, I'll be so excited and, you know, happy to give another Frenchie a home. I don't care if it's got one eye, one leg. I love them. I literally love them. And if they've got something wrong with them, I think that makes them more special anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely on the lookout for, you know, fostering and adopting one. So yeah, you never know in the future. And if I do, you guys will know about it it because I'll be looking at it. If it's not a Frenchie, I would love a staff just together, a little family. Oh, adorable. Alright, so I feel like I have tackled so many assumptions. I guess I'd spill a tea on a few things. These videos are really good to like have the opportunity to spill a bit of the tea, or you know, like really show you guys what my job's about, and you know, it's just being honest and having a chat. So if you want to see more of these, definitely let me know in the comments. Give the video a thumbs up. If you have any more, put them in the comments so I can basically save them for next time, because I kind of want to do them more, but maybe with a glass of alcohol next time. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.